Hi, my lovely people. So today is Monday, okay? So, really quick, I want to do something different. I want to go down memory lane, okay? Today is going to be Monday Memory Lane edition, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some things from the past, bring them to the front, you know, and let everybody know that we didn't forget, and then we'll react on where they are now. If they're in the same place or worse off than what they were when we hit the, back one. So, this one here is going to be dedicated, okay, to the one, and the only. Memory lane goes to Peach. Yes. So, this is one you're going to want to watch to the end. But this is the reason why I chose Peach, okay? Because I've been watching her, and it seems as though right now she's over there singing and she's saying that her husband loves her, and she's also trying these new hairstyles every week. But let's take a trip down memory lane and listen to Peach herself, okay? Let's.
Y'all know it's so hard. It's so hard loving somebody that don't love you, or at least not the way that you love them. Like, when it comes to my husband, I love my husband so much. Like, I would die so my husband could live. Like, if it was a choice between me dying and him living, I would die so he could live. I would put all my dreams on hold so he could live his dreams. But unfortunately, at the current moment, our relationship just isn't working. Like, he say he love me and he want his family, but his actions don't align with his words. So therefore, we're serious.
Now, if we remember this clip, this was when Peach was sitting in the car, remember? And she had her braids in, and she was crying, and she was saying that Wood could never love her like, she loves him. Then she was making community posts back to back about how he doesn't appreciate her, and she's still going to go ahead with the divorce, and she's not going to, allow her kids to see her down. What she's going to do is she's going to get it better. But the thing about it was, then, not even what? You go and you cut your hair off. You're all depressed. You're laying in bed for weeks, showing pictures of you laying in bed, making videos, and doing all this stuff after you said you weren't going to be depressed. You weren't going to let him affect you, and that you were a strong woman. So, see, sometimes you got to remind a person that's sitting there laying in a bathtub of water, crying, then cut her hair off and looking like a boiled egg. Exactly what they said. Like this clip right here. That was a month after the first one. Let's go.
At the current moment, I am going through something really deep and dark emotionally. And it's because a few months ago, me and my husband had some marital issues. And y'all seen it. Y'all seen me file for the divorce. Y'all seen me cut my hair, crying. Some of y'all was like, oh, that's fake. And then we got right back together. So a lot of y'all thought that was fake. But we chose to work through that. And I thought I had gotten over it and gotten past it until recently this week. We had a really bad argument because he said he missed the girl that I just was. The girl that was getting her hair done, her nails done, putting on clothes, the girl that was going on the trips, the girl that was, a little bit more ambitious and dreaming. And when he said that, I lost it. I lost it, and it done sent me into a dark space because it's like, when I was my best, you broke me, Nick.
Now, let's just keep in mind, okay? This clip was 2 months after the first one. And this is the one where she was sitting there. Remember when her friend had twisted her hair up and put those things in her hair, and she was sitting there looking like Hellraiser by the head and Beady Bees. And remember, she was sitting there and she's like, my friend told me I need to get girly, so I'm going to try it. But then you get on here and you tell us that no matter how girly you get, no matter how much makeup you put on, if you get your nails done, if you get your hair done, that he pretty much still treats you like crap. And you also say that you're not in the mood, because if you guys remember, she was doing a lot of community posts. She was doing everything. She also said, I'm not in the mood to dress up. I'm a thug. See, once he did me wrong and I was trying to be all girly, I fell out of it. I will never do that again. I'm never going to give a man that much power. I'm not going to dress up. I'm not going to do this. Now, see, this is why it's memory lane, because look at her now. Look at her now. She is sitting there with those blonde wigs, those red wigs, those bad baby hairs, them bae She is doing everything she can. She'll have a fingernail as long, as 5 or 6 inches, and then the next day they'll be all broken off and looking like stubby dubs. But this is why you have to always remind a person like Peach what they have said and brought on the forefront. Because see, Peach is now over there. Yeah, if y'all so worried about me, then y'all can do this. Y'all can donate money for me to buy a house. Then the next day she bragged and laughed in y'all face and tried to make a joke of it and say, oh, and by the way, guess what? I got $19,000 towards my house. But yet, now it's almost been a week or so, and I didn't want to react on it. I wanted to let the week go by. We haven't seen her saying anything about she's about to put a down payment on a house or she's about to go at $19,000. Girl, you could probably buy you a triple wide trailer. I mean, one probably big enough to put all of you in there, because even though you are going with the fake and the false and the phony, we all know that you're living in your content home, because no one's going to decorate a house like that and be cooking in it every day and saying, I'm so happy to be home, just to go and record some content. It's just not going to happen, baby. You are living there. So just one day, admit your truth, okay? Just like you told us you were not going to sit there and be girly, but every day you're over here trying to smack on some eyelashes and a wig and call yourself a girl, but then your eyes look so empty that there's nothing behind it. And see, this is what gets me when Peach gets on here and tries to say that someone is hating on her or someone is doing something to her or people just want to talk about her or this and that. No, girl, you talked about yourself. You talked about yourself. You talked about your marriage. You talked about your man. You talked about it so much that you were over here one day cutting your hair off. Next day you were moving and gyrating to Betty Wright. Then the next moment you had Fifi over here being a side chick. Then you had another woman coming out saying that they was with your man. Then it's all up in the street that it's allegedly he got another baby on you. And all of this carrying on. But it's whose fault is it? That's my thing. It's all your fault. So see, don't get mad at us when we say, okay, Peach, well, this is something that you said in the past. So how long is this going to last? Because we've seen it before, okay? We've seen you get on here and be crying. Next minute you say you're happy, you're getting flowers. Then you're making this god-awful song about this man. 3 weeks after that, we're still going on with our divorce. And I'm not going to dress up. And I don't like him. And all of this. So, baby, ain't nobody hating on you. We go by what you say, okay? Your bipolar, schizophrenic behavior gives us content. And when we see when you're over there and your eyes are all swollen and then you tell us the next day, I'm over this. My kids will never see me depressed. 2 days later, you laying in bed and you making a community post saying you just can't get up. I'm not going to get up. I just can't do this. Then a day later, you and Wood are at Sam's Club and everywhere else spending PBT food stamps and y'all happy as a lark. And girl, I mean, we could just go on to all the foolery that we have seen. So see, Peach, this is my thing. We react on you because you're worth it. You're totally worth it. We've seen you get on here and say you're going to a therapist. No update in that. So I don't understand why you put that were entering your card payment and it better be worth it, because obviously nothing has worked for you. Nothing. Because every time that you go and get your hair done, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to get home, you're going to rip that wig off, and you're going to still see that you are nothing but peach fuzz. And that, hey, I'm not being funny, that your neck is swollen, your eyes are swollen, everything on you is getting puffy, and that you are just whack whack. So that's nothing to hate on. We are just using what you say to us to turn into a reaction and have an opinion. So therefore, if you don't like what people have to say or you don't like what people do, stop posting all your business on YouTube. Stop getting on here dogging your husband, and then next week you want to be having his phone in your hand saying that he can't leave you or this person can't call him or why are people DMing him. Girl, because you out here, you might as well put a for free sign on his head. Stop telling him to wear the big bank head. Just say, I like to burn my wood in other people's fireplace. Just put that on the hat. Put that on the shirt. Or, free for all. Or maybe one of them shirts has got the arrow that's pointing at you and say, I'm with her. And then on the back, until the night, here, the arrow, I'm with her. On the back, it says, until the nightfall. Or some, come on, girl. This is something you did to yourself. So good. I'm happy. I wanted to feature you. and Monday Memory Lane so that we could go over everything that you had said. So I hope that you listen, which I know you do, or else you wouldn't know how to strike and, report. So we know you listen over here. But therefore, now you can't get mad because we only taking the words right out of the horse's mouth. And all it's making you do is like a horse's ass. But, neither here nor there. I didn't say it. I just wanted to check in and let y'all know that, hey, it is messy Monday Memory Lane. I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll see you in the comments.